Okay, so 1 part 3 reads 2 plus x over 2 all over x squared plus 16. Right. When you have a fraction within a fraction, say that again? It's minus 16, thank you. When you have a fraction over a fraction, girls, you have to get rid of it. How do you get rid of it? You get a common denominator for everything. So turn everything into a fraction. Over 1, over 1, over 1. What's common denominator? 2. So multiply everything by 2. So 2 times 2 plus 2 times x over 2. I'm just dropping the over 1 because that means nothing. 2 multiplied by x squared minus 2 by 16. Okay, 2 2s are 4 on top. These 2's cancel and you're just left with x. Underneath I have 2x squared minus 32. Okay, you can simplify it another bit. Why? Because underneath, what can I do? Instead of writing this as 4 plus x, I'm just going to reverse it. You'll see why in a minute. Okay, underneath I can take out what's common. What's common? And I'm left with x squared minus 16. I can further factorize underneath the line. Why? This is what? What's this? Difference of 2 squares, isn't it? So that's x to be squared, take away 4 to be squared, right? So I have x plus 4 on top, and there's a 2, and I can change that x squared minus 16 into x, 4 and 4, a plus and a minus, and the x plus 4 and the x plus 4 cancel. Now I can't have nothing left on top. So when there's nothing on top, what do I write in? 1. Right, and 2 bracket x minus 4 is left on the bottom. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Over, yeah, sorry, I see, I can see it on my screen. I forget yours, it's a bit cut off, sorry. Right, are we good? Yes?
Do you multiply that out, or do you just leave the bottom line as it is?
Oh, leave it as it is. If you multiply it out, you wouldn't lose any maths though. Yeah, but you know the way you factorized it to cancel it, so I wouldn't bother multiplying it back in. Yeah, okay. That was number 1. Number 2? Part 2, yeah. Solve for x and y. Girls, you can't do part 2 because part 2 is actually not done till algebra 2. Right, okay, so let's ignore part 2 for the moment. I don't want to get into it. Right, that's stupid book. Didn't I tell you you'd hear that? Right, so the other part of part 2 is okay, yeah? Part 3? Question 3? Anyone?
Yeah.
Question 3? Long division. So I will do long division, the long division way, will I? Because that's what most people do, is it? Will I do it the box way? So I prefer the box way personally. Right, okay. I think the box way is shorter, but it's completely whatever way you learnt, whatever way you're comfortable. Okay, I do the box way because it's x to the power of 3, so that means that I do a 3 by 2 box. Okay, I'm dividing by x minus 3. I put in my first term into the first box. I put my last term into the last box. These two diagonals go together to give me the second term, which is minus x squared. And these two diagonals will add together to give me minus 7x. Okay, so x by, there's definitely an x squared up here. Yeah, sorry. Actually, Keelan, would you mind turning the switch off nearest to me? Because there's a shine on it. Yeah, thanks. Right, okay, and minus 3 by minus 1 will give me plus 3. Okay, right, so then I multiply what I can. Minus 3 by x squared is minus 3x squared. And this one, x by minus 1 is minus 1x. Right, then something minus 3x squared will give me minus x squared, so that would be plus 2x squared. Then x by 2x will give me 2x squared, and finally this is a check. So I have minus 3 by plus 2, which is minus 6x, and minus 1 minus 6 will give me minus 7, so my answer is up top there, x squared plus 2x minus 1. Okay, if you didn't get a bit of that, right, don't worry, because you do it the long division way, right, okay, so there's no point learning a new technique now, right, you have your technique learned, you go with it. Is that right? Okay, will I do it out the long division way? Or are you happy enough with the answer? Yeah? Is that okay? Yeah. Right, so that's number 3. Number 4, anyone? It's division again. Okay, now, you see the thing with number 4 is the box will work, but it's 3x to the power of 4 minus 9x squared plus 27x minus 66. Okay, will I do it out the other way? Just for, now, what's missing, girls? What's missing? There's an x cubed term missing, isn't there? It's normally x to the power 4, x to the power 3, x to the power 2, x to the power 1 number. Right, there's no x cubed term. So when you're writing this, okay, in order to keep it straight, right, plus 0x cubed minus 9x squared plus 27x minus 66. Is that okay? See the way I put in that? Right, it'll keep your long division straight, and I do it the other way. If you're doing it box way, you draw a 4 by 2 box because it's x to the power 4. Okay, so you want to divide that by x minus 2. So you do first term into the first term. So x into 3x to the power of 4 is 3x cubed. Multiply 3x cubed by x is 3x to the power of 4. And 3x cubed by minus 2 is minus 6x cubed. Then you need to subtract. So to subtract, you change the signs. They cancel, which is what you want to happen. And then you have 6x cubed. Then you bring down the next term, which is minus 9x squared. So you've x into 6x cubed. That goes 6x plus 6x squared times. Multiply 6x squared by x is 6x cubed. 6x squared by minus 2 is minus 12x squared. Right, change the signs. That's a minus, that's a plus. They cancel. 3x squared, right, okay, is plus 27 comes down next. So you've x into 3x squared goes plus 3x times. So we have multiplied 3x squared minus 6x. Want to change the signs, want to subtract, so we change the signs, they minus there. Right, okay, I have to need more board. Right, okay. When you put those together, you get, what's that, 33x. And then you bring down your 6 minus 66. And then you've x into 33x goes plus 33 times. Multiply 33x minus 66. Subtract, change the signs, and everything cancels, so there's no remainder. So your answer is up there at the top. Is that okay? So the important thing there is to put in the 0x cubed, because if you don't want to get messy, right, you can still do it without putting it in, but it just gets messy. Is that alright? Okay. Questions? No. That was number, what was that, 4? Any bit of number 5?
Yeah.
Right, okay, can I move this up? I'll take that as a yes. Right, okay. So 5, which part? Both parts? One part? Both parts. X to the power of 4 minus 9x squared equals 0. So when it's not just an x on its own, when it's just the highest power of x is x, that's x is on one side, numbers on the other. Everything beyond that, anything above that, x to the power 2, x to the power 3, x to the power 4, you have to factorize, okay? So x to the power 1 or x by itself, x is on one side, numbers on the other, everything else you need to factorize. So factorize here, what will I do? Take out what's common? So what's common? X squared. So I'm left with x squared minus 9. Yeah? Okay, I can further factorize inside the bracket. What's this? Difference of 2 squares. So we have x squared, 2 brackets, x and x, 3 and 3, a plus and a minus. That's it, factorized. They didn't ask me to factorize, so they asked me to solve. Suggestion. Let each bracket equal 0. You know the way when you did a quadratic you let each bracket equal 0? Right? So there's just 3 brackets here. This is the first bracket. X squared equals 0. X plus 3 equals 0. And x minus 3 equals 0. So x squared is 0, so you get x is 0. Here x is equal to what? Minus 3. And here x is equal to plus 3. So you actually have 3 answers there. 0, minus 3, plus 3. Is that okay? Right, okay, that was number 5. I have to do part 2 now. Can I move it up? No one saying no? Right, okay. So the next one is 2x minus 1 to be cubed times 2 minus x equals 0. So 2x minus 1, girls, means 2x minus 1 multiplied by 2x minus 1 multiplied by 2x minus 1. So it's to the power of 3 multiplied by minus 2 minus x. Suggestion, it's factorized for me, so what will I just go straight to? What I just did in the last one, which was? No, don't need to factorize, it's done. Factorize for me. Sorry, it's not what?
Not minus 2 minus x, just 2 minus x.
It's 2 minus x, sorry. Okay, so what will I do? I've it factorized, broken down into brackets. So what will I do? Let each bracket equal 0. So 2x minus 1 equals 0. Right, I don't need to write it out 3 times because I'm going to get the same answer, yeah? Okay, and 2 minus x equals 0, yeah? So rearranging here, you get 2x is equal to 1, x is equal to a half. And here, you get minus x equals minus 2. So that means x is equal to plus 2. Okay? So it was actually factorized for you. Are we happy? Yeah. Ecstatic. Right, number 6. Am I doing number 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, I will. Yeah, we good? Yeah. Right, okay. Oh, come back. Where'd you go? Do you know what? Leave it, it's fine. I have a keyboard here. I'll get it when I need to get it. Right, okay, so the next one is 4x squared plus 20x plus k. Right? Okay, is a perfect square. So that means it was something plus something or minus something, I don't know, to be squared. Right? Okay, so just imagine it's something x plus or minus a number. So that's weird now. It's like 2x plus 1 or 3x minus 7 or something like that to be squared. Remember, what's the shortcut for this? Square the first and you get the first term. So square the first to get the first term, Right, so what would the first term definitely be? Because you squared it and got 4x squared. So what's the first term? The first term is 2x, isn't it? Right. What about the middle sign? Look, they're all pluses, aren't they? So it's going to be a what? Plus. Right. Then you do twice the first by the second. I'm going to leave that a sec. Right. Then you square the last. So when I squared the last, I got k. So can anyone suggest what the last would be in terms of k? I squared it and I got k. So what would it be? Square root of k. And then to get the middle term, I do twice the first by the second. So what's twice the first by the second? Twice the first would be what? 4x. And 4x multiplied by root k is just 4x root k, yeah? When I multiply those, what will I get? When I do twice the first by the second, what do I get? The middle term, don't I? Which is 20x. Knock off the x's. So I get 4 root k equals 20. So that means the square root of k equals 5. So what's k equal to? What k is equal to? Square both sides, 25, isn't it? So the original equation was x squared plus 20x plus 25, and the factors are 2x plus the square root of that, which is 5, to be squared. Agreed? Now, we've never done something like that, right? Okay, so that could be our argument. Oh, you never did one of those. Welcome to Honours Maths Girls, right? Okay, and you can play around with it. You know, that's not the only way to do it. You know, that's the way I did it. So, you know, if you figure another way to do it, go with it. Okay, but my point is, you're going to get questions like this that are weird, that you've never seen anything like them before, and you have to go with it. Yes?
The base twice the first by the second. Why isn't it 4x squared then? Why is it just 4x?
Because it's twice the first. The first term is 2x. So twice the first term would be 4x, wouldn't it?
Why you're just multiplying the 2, you're multiplying the x.
You're multiplying the 2. It's twice the first. So that's 2 multiplied by the first term, multiplied by the second term. It's not squared.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, it's twice the first. So that means 2 times the first term by the second term. Okay, there's another thing you could do. Can anyone suggest what you could do? Do you know the way it's, you know, it's 2x plus something to be squared. We're all confident it's 2x. We know where the 2x came, yeah? So you definitely have the 2x. Can anyone make a suggestion what you could start doing here? Trial and error. Right, you could say, oh, I wonder will 1 work? I wonder will 2 work? I wonder will 3, do you know what I mean? Like, there's no reason. As I say, there's more than one way to do this. Right, okay? You have to figure your way. Right, this is my way. I like the complicated ways. Right, okay? Is that alright?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's nothing wrong with trial and error. Trial and error is a perfectly valid method. So you could have like started putting in numbers there, multiplying it out and seeing how you got on. Right, okay, that was number, I can't remember, 6. Right, number 7, are we okay with number 7?
Yeah.
It's the binomial theorem. Right, number 8, it's followed the factorizing rule that you have to learn. That's not going to jump into your head, you need to learn it. Yeah? The difference of 2 cubes, does anyone need me to do it? No? Right, and number 9, am I doing number 9? Yeah, okay, so number 9 is p times x minus q to be squared plus r equals 2x squared minus 12x plus 5. Right, this is going to be let the x squared term on the left equal to the x squared term on the right. Let the x term on the left equal to the x term on the right. Let the number on the left equal to the number on the right. What do I need to do? When you have brackets, what you need to do? Yeah, square it. Okay, and multiply out. So this would be P, the shortcut is square the first, twice the first by the second, which would be 2qx, square the last would be plus q squared. Okay, square the first, twice the first by the second, square the last. If you don't get the shortcut, take it out to the side and split up your bracket, write the second bracket down twice. As in it's x minus q multiplied by x minus q. Okay, so the shortcut might be too much for you at the moment. Don't worry, in a month it'll be a welcome shortcut. Okay, but if you want to take it out to the side, multiply it out and you'll get the exact same answer. Right? Okay, then I have plus r equals 2x squared minus 12x plus 15 plus 5 even. Right, what I do now? Multiply in by p, will I? So you get px squared minus 2pqx plus pq squared plus r equals 2x squared minus 12x plus 5. Okay, so I'm ready to do the x squared terms on the left equal to the x squared terms on the right. X squared terms on the left, px squared. That's it. Equal to the x squared terms on the right, which is 2x squared. Divide across by x squared and you'll get p is equal to 2. 1/3 of the way there, thank God. Right, then we have, just be careful with this, it's minus 2pqx. Minus 2pqx equals minus 12x. Okay, x is divided across by x and you get minus 2 times, we know, we've just figured out p is 2, q equals minus 12, so that's minus 4q equals minus 12, so that means q is equal to 3. Are we good with that? Okay, yes?
Why did you multiply minus 2 by 2?
Because I just figured out, see over here, I figured out p is 2, so instead of that p, I put in a 2. Okay, right, then I pick the number on the left, so the numbers on the left are p, q squared, plus r, and when I equal to the number on the right, which is just 5. Okay, I know what p is, it's 2. I've just figured out what q is, it's 3.